Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Hip Hop Mike live from Studio Square Recordings with a special guest who has been harassing me on the internet. I don't know if it's harassing or just being very persistent, but he is out here working his ass off, putting out some fire music, and has come to New York strictly for this interview today, which I super appreciate.
You already know,
Richfam Nate in the building, y'all.
You already know, my God.
Whew.
All right.
We had a whole conversation off air, and I've learned a lot about this man. He's learned a lot about me, I'm sure. But let's do this. Let's take it back to the beginning, to before getting in trouble, to being a kid. Where would you say that this whole journey starts for you?
I mean, I would definitely say that the journey, this crazy journey started in Harlem, you know.
Okay.
Harlem, New York, you know. That's where I was raised, on the east side. I'm from Carver Projects, 104th and Madison, you know. Shout out to my 88 niggas, man.
So, growing up in Harlem...
Wait, hold up. Can we curse it over there?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Shout out to my 88 niggas, man.
Wow. Growing up in Harlem, well, first of all, now I gotta ask, what's 88? What is it?
It's
Alright, I don't want to know what it sounds like. Alright, so it sounds like you grew up in some shit in Harlem.
I mean, you know, man, everywhere got a hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, every state got a hood, you know? I happen to be from, you know what I'm saying? I just happen to be from the trenches of mine, man.
So, I mean, how old are you? You mind me asking?
28.
Okay, so you're 28. So you grew up in Harlem through 92. So, you see some shit. You grew up through, like, the late 90s, early 2000s. Before there was an HHM in Harlem.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, man. I grew up, Harlem was, like, growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciated all of, like, the wild shit that I seen because it made me into the man that I am. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the wild shit that I went through as well. Like, you know, from, you know, all the type of shit that I was doing as a kid, you know, just being young and just being just wild and reckless out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, a lot of dudes where I come from, you know, we don't got no real guidance, you know, man, we ain't have no real role models or nothing like that. Like, you know, no real, we didn't have no dads or nothing, you know, and, so we grew up, like, really, raising each other, you know what I'm saying, and, learned everything on the fly. Man, you know how that shit go, bro. When you learn everything on the fly, you're gonna make mistakes, so.
Who'd you grow up with?
I grew up with my mom, and then, you know, she battled a lot of problems, you know what I'm saying, with the law and then, like, you know, other things. And, you know, my grandmother raised me. I did a little bit of time in, like, foster care and, like, you know, just bouncing around.
Yeah.
Different people in the neighborhood, houses, and just, like, well, not houses, but, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Just, like, all over the place. It's a crazy-ass childhood, bro. This shit was wild.
And you was probably a teenager listening to Dipset then, I'm guessing.
Shout out to Cam, man. Shout out to Cam. That's and Joel's too. Yeah. Those are my two favorite.
We close in age. Yeah. I'm a little older than you, but like growing up, that's around the time, like the late 90s, early 2000s. You're listening to mixtapes. I mean, that's when it was like still real lyrical. You was listening to 50. You've seen the whole Smack DVD era a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. All of that kind of like started motivating me to like. I mean, I always was like rapping when I was like a young kid. You know how that shit go. Like, I mean, that's what everybody do. Everybody going be hooping and you know trying to spit some bars or whatever after they finish hooping and just chilling in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, bro, that's just regular shit in the hood.
So, I mean, I know you said off the interview that you got in some trouble. Did you know you wanted to do music, like, before you kind of hit them trials and tribulations?
I never took music serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll always be just, like, focused on, like, getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really took music serious, you know. Money was my main focus because of how hungry I was, like, growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what they say, like, you know, it's no such thing as too much money. So the more I made, the more I wanted.
That's a lie. There's definitely a such thing as too much money.
No, I'm saying like the more I made, the more I wanted to see what the next level
the hunger was there.
Yeah, so I was really focused on like just like chasing the bag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yeah, I wasn't focused on nothing else, bro.
Was there like any particular reason you wanted the bag? Was it just to get fly-ish, or do you have like another kind of thing in mind before the music?
I mean, it's funny because like I started off like just wanting to like get like clothes and stuff like that, and I would want to I would want to do shit to like get like a pair of sneakers or something to go be looking. You know what I'm saying? Like had the latest shit in school and all of that for the girls. Then it went from, oh man, I think I might have enough to make a car. I'm gonna like buy a car and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it went from buying a car to, damn, I want jewelry now. To where now, you know what I'm saying?
You're trying to elevate a life.
Yeah, so that's why I really say like, you'll never have too much. Like there's no such thing as having too much money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always, whenever you get something, you're gonna always think about that next level. Like, well, I don't know about everybody else, but with me, when I get any type of success with anything, you know what I'm saying? I always want to know how the next level is. You know, I'm never settling.
So I know a point comes where you start to get in a little bit of trouble on, clearly I think the mentality, the hustle was there, but the mentality was off in a sense of like, you were trying to accumulate like cool shit, but not necessarily like build companies and really put a foundation together. What changes that? I mean, I know you get in some trouble, you go away.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I was thinking like a little kid before. You know what I'm saying? I was on my like, you know what I'm saying, just like on my like little boy type thinking, where I was thinking about cars, clothes, jewelry, and that's it. Like I'm thinking that's all that's all with life. I'm thinking that's what success is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like have a full understanding. Like I was just telling you off air. Like jail was the best thing that ever happened to me because it gave me a purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? That was bigger than myself. Like my music, people writing me in my inbox, man. And like people, like I showed y'all off air. Like people writing me in my inbox and the things that they saying to me, like how my music might motivate them or touch them or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that goes to show me that it was kind of worth doing the time. Not saying that I liked it. I ain't like it at all.
I mean, but it clearly is shifted your mentality.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
It didn't sound like you had a lot of time to rap before that. Like, what gets you into actually rapping and making music then?
So it's
you got into that in jail?
Yeah. I really got into it in jail for real. It was a guy named Joe Davis, and he had 2 Billboard hits with a group called the Spooks back in the day. I don't know if you heard about them, but they from Philly. And he came in one day, right? Like I started rapping like 2 weeks prior to him coming, right? When he came in one day, and they put him inside of my cell, and he introduced himself, and I'm like, yo, look, listen. You know what I'm saying? Like in jail, nobody want to sell you. So when you get a cellie, you gotta try to like set the rules. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, look, this how my shit is. Like Like yo, so I'm telling him like yo, look, listen, bro. I don't go to sleep until 5 o'clock in the morning. I be writing all night. I'm on some music shit now. So he like, you on some music shit? He like, all right, cool. Oh yeah. All right, that's what's up. So you're not saying like
he don't even tell you who he is.
Nah, he don't tell me nothing yet. But I'm really like thinking like, all right, this shit gonna definitely get him tight to where he gonna want to like leave the cell or whatever, or we gonna end up crashing or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like so.
Yeah, and you a big boy.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I'm like, yo, so night by night go by. It's like the 3rd night and shit, and I'm up writing. And he listening to me, and he like, hey man, you need one more bar in that. I think that was a 7. He said some like super like he got he got knowledge of this shit. Like, so I'm like, I don't even know how to count bars yet. So I'm like, a 7. Yeah, I'm like, fuck is he talking about a 7? I'm like, a 7? What is he? I'm like, bro. So I'm on some like, yo, mind your business. I don't really know you type of time because I wasn't really speaking to him. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of like kept doing that. So a week go by and he kind of like keep doing it. Till I finally buzzed and I'm like, yo, let me be humble because this is something that I really want to do. And this dude clearly seems like he knows something that I don't. So one night, you know what I'm saying? Like I went to, they had like a little fake ass studio inside of the jail where it was like piano and like you could like hook your MP3 player up and like play the beats, like little instrumentals. So I'll go in there and be like rapping all night like by myself until the whole jail lockdown. And he went with me one night and we just was grinding for like 5-6 hours straight, like, and that's when he told me everything. Like, yo, listen, my name is Joe Davis. Like, yo, I was a part of the Spooks. this dude music been on movies, all type of stuff. Like he's actually like what I was trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? He already accomplished where I was.
He knows
headed.
The game.
So I just started soaking up knowledge from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just started taking the knowledge from him, and I learned so much from him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was actually, you know what I'm saying? He was really like one of the biggest blessings I ever had in my life.
So
honestly.
he like, what was he helping you with exactly? Like, he was
you
helping
know,
you
we
structure
started off,
songs.
we started off with like cadence, and you know, he taught me how to count bars. He taught me He taught me how to record without me even being like, before I even stepped foot out on the door and started and got inside of a real studio. I had never been inside of a real studio before, so he taught me like what stacking was, record, like what stacking was, what punching a record was, or what everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the importance of a good engineer, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I will always like just write shit down, take notes, take notes. And man, bro, we'll be up right until like 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? The guards will be walking past, like, God damn. You know, sometimes they'll even stop and be listening to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I created a little cookie can. I turned the cookie can into a speaker. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And I paid these dudes to like, jail got the most creative people you'll ever meet in your life. Yeah. And they turned the little cookie can into a speaker and shit, and I'll just be playing my music. I'll be playing the beats through the little cookie can speaker, and we'll be grinding all night. So.
Nah, that's just wild. It's like such an interesting way to learn, because it's like all those things. Everything you mentioned is like stuff that you will learn way down the line after being in studios, after having gone through different types of engineers that's not giving you the feedback, that's just hitting record. Facts. So to go in kind of having like the blueprint to some extent, it's crazy, because it's like you almost have like a map of like, all right, well, if you're gonna do this music stuff, here's exactly how you do it. Yeah. And now I'm sure when you come home, you start actually doing it, you're able to peep certain things that like the average artist couldn't peep without actually having lived it.
Absolutely. He told me, you know, like the average person doesn't know about like the average artist don't even know about like registering with BMI and like things like that.
Nothing.
He already that's one of the first things I did when I came home. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, and just like stuff like that. Like, you know, I had like, it was clear from the things that I was doing, from somebody on the outside looking in, that somebody had taught me well. You know what I'm saying? So
people think you've been doing this, and you come home and you had just started.
So
you hadn't even recorded a record until you came home.
Never. I was recording over the phone while I was in jail. I started off recording over the phone while I was in jail. Shout out to Kite Magazine. And they actually heard a song, and they kind of saw my vision and put me inside of a magazine while I was in jail. And the magazine came in, and we all reading and going crazy, like, oh shit, yo, nah. But I had never recorded in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never been inside of a studio before inside my life until I came home and bought my own studio.
So you come home, you buy your own studio, and then what's that experience like? Because I know you mentioned off the air, it's like that you got the ankle monitor, you're doing some house arrest, so you can't go to like an actual studio, and now you're a kid who's never recorded, never engineered, that kind of just dives into this.
So when I came home, before I came home, I had a studio that was bought for me. You know what I'm saying, by people who believed in me. And when I got home, I did 2 years and 8 months in prison. And they ordered me to do my final 6 months on house arrest because of the coronavirus thing that everybody's going home on. And I have asthma or whatever, so I was able to get out. You know what I'm saying? You know, by the judge, you know, out of the kindness of her heart, you know, she let me out due to my, you know, concerns about my health. And when I went home on the 6 months on the ankle bracelet, I had a studio already waiting for me the very first day. So I was able to take everything apart and start putting things together. I called up somebody who I knew inside of Virginia, who he's not a real like highly trained like engineer. He's not the top, but he knew the basic stuff that could teach me to where I could look up stuff on my own and start and like basically I could take it from here. So he taught me how to record, and he taught me how to like, you know what I'm saying, like level my vocals and like just like little simple stuff to where I could make it easy for like the engineer when I send it out to them. I end up meeting Direct, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to
DJ Direct.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Direct. And I end up meeting him through some people, you know what I'm saying, by just networking on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it was just my hunger, I guess, that he saw, and he gave me a chance, man, and he mixed and mastered my first song, and it was on the radio 2 days later, you know. So I was on the radio about 6 days after the time that I came home.
So let's take it back just a little bit, because I mean, you linked with Direct. You were living in Virginia, correct?
Yeah.
So what's it like working and living in Virginia? I mean, you're putting out records and reaching out to people at the same time, or you just making records and trying to get them polished? Like, what's it like working on house arrest?
I mean, working on house arrest was like, you know, you forced to be creative, you know, even more creative than what you would normally be, because it's kind of like your hands and your legs is tied, like literally yeah. Literally. Yeah, you know, actually forced me to probably record more songs than I would have if I would have went straight home. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If I would have went straight home, bro, you know how that go, bro. I would have been one of the, you know what I'm saying, females. I would have been one of the
it's a distraction.
Make up for lost time with a whole bunch of things. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, being on house arrest actually forced me to work harder, and I was able to get a lot of records. I was able to do a lot of work with Direct. You know what I'm saying? We did some great things while I was on house arrest. So.
And over that time, I mean, you know that at this point the music is it.
Oh, for sure. When I was in jail, I knew that. Okay. Oh yeah, when I was in jail, after meeting Joe Davis, Yusuf, after meeting him, and after learning so much from him, you know what I'm saying? And like, we literally sat down and he gave me, listen, when the first thing you do when you go home, do this, then do this, then do this, then do that, then do that. And then start recording, and then do this like that, and then, you know what I'm saying? He basically gave me the whole formula. So I had a
music. Like, what exactly was it about music that you decided that's what you want to do? Because you could pick up. I mean, you're limited, but you could pick up some things in jail. Like, you could study a lot of different stuff.
I would say honestly, you know what I'm saying? It started off where I was throwing these rap battles where I would put up like 100 macros for the winner of a rap battle. Macros is the currency in jail. So one macro equals $1. So basically, I would put up $100 for the winner of a rap battle, and I would like pick one person from each unit, and I would throw these battles. And when these dudes would be rapping, I'll be like, damn, I want to get it so bad. Like, damn, you understand what I'm saying? But
that's wild. So you started battles.
I started the battles. And it kind of like motivated me, like it was just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like no competition. Well, no, I'm bugging.
Nah, it was a competition, but like you didn't do it with the intent of competing yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it with the I was just doing it with the intention of like, you know what I'm saying, just like showing love to my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I actually just started like writing. You know what I'm saying? After that, and
who judged the? Did you battle at all?
I judged. No. I never battled, but I judged. I was one of the judges, and I'll pick out like a few other people to be some of the judges, and we had picked the winner, and you know what I'm saying. It was like wild. That. So yeah, then I started when I started rapping, I actually threw a concert.
Okay.
In jail, and
what's that look like? That looked. The
concert was crazy because I handwrote all of my flyers. And I posted them up all over the jails. Like, you had the guards, like, snatching them down and being like, yo, man, did you make this? Like, and on my first concert, everybody came out. Like, the whole, you know, like, all the real ones on the pound came out. And you know how, like, people be throwing money up inside how people be throwing money up inside the club? Well, I bought macros. And on my last song I was recording, I threw up all of the macros.
Oh, nah.
And, like, the jail, like,
they went crazy.
It almost started, like, yo. It went crazy.
That shit is crazy. You knew this shit?
But yo, listen.
This shit is crazy.
But man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like an unforgettable day because, like, you know, I was in jail with people, you know what I'm saying? I was in jail with people who's never coming home. You know what I'm saying? And, like, to see the joy on their face, bro, like, you feel me? Like, man, that shit let me know right there, like, anything I ever was doing cannot compete with what I'm doing now or with this talent that I have right now. Like, with this talent that I have right now could do 100 times more than anything I was doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Why like writing music though? Because you could have been a promoter. You could have came home like I want to throw shows. Like
I think honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with what I went through in my life, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I've been through in my life, bro, I feel like music is almost like therapeutic for me. You feel what I'm saying? It's like some songs I write. Basically every song I write is really for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I would never write nothing that I'm not feeling at the moment. That's how I work.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm always writing like anything I write, bro. Like, feel me? If I wake up and feel like talking about, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
nah,
yo,
one thing I've definitely learned about you is you got a lot to say. Like,
yeah, you feel me? Like,
you got a lot to say. Like,
Yeah.
even off the air. I mean, we was talking. What time is it? It's like 6 o'clock. This guy had to leave at 5. He got here at like 2:30, and we've been talking this whole time. He came in here like 3 o'clock. We've been talking like 2.5 hours.
Facts. Networking and building, bro.
No cap.
Facts.
So I mean, and having so much to say, it makes sense why you would be turning to making music, because I'm sure that gets a lot off your chest.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic for real.
And then
you know?
you match that with the finesse of like even thinking to do things like creating these competitions or like finessing in the streets before that. To complement that, I mean, I heard a record that you got that is over. Which beat is that? That record's over. That song.
That was over the yeah. Well, was that Renegade, right?
Renegade.
Yeah. That was over Renegade.
Yeah. So he rap over Renegade, the whole Eminem beat, and a lot of times you hear people that they rap over, you know, an older beat, and you just start rapping the actual song. Like you're not going to just try and keep up, but you had so much to say. Yeah. And then the way you set it up with that phone call, which you definitely got to tell them about that phone call, because I learned some shit off air about these ankle bracelets. Yeah. But the way you set that whole thing up and then you package it is just like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so the song starts off with a skit, and the skit is like basically like of a probation officer who's like harassing his client. You know what I'm saying?
He's like blowing up.
And like the skit is like a probation officer harassing his client. And then it goes into, like, basically how I was feeling that day was how I was feeling. That day that I wrote that song was how I was feeling when I was in jail. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, you know, like I was going through something that day, honestly. You feel what I'm saying? And like, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was just in my feelings about some shit, and I'm just like, damn, like, you feel what I'm saying? And
I mean, when y'all hear the records, it's not even necessarily just that one, but it's a lot of little details you pay attention to. Like people always talk about, like, even with the Migos, it's the Adlibs. You know, like, I feel the finesse is just as important as the writing, and you have, again, a lot to say, complementing it with, like, well put together records. I mean, you learned to engineer to do this. Yeah. You clearly learned song structure. Yeah, facts. So, I mean, there's a lot of elements that I think people pick up from the music. Fast forward now, you come home, get off this house arrest situation, you start really going crazy with this. Yeah. What happens after that? Because you came back to New York, are you still down in VA? Like, what kind of gets the ball rolling for this to actually be going as well as it's going now? I mean, after I got off house arrest, you know, the first thing I did was I went to New York to shoot a visual. You know, I shot a visual to Gutter. That was a song that I put out, the audio version right before I had got off house arrest. I went back to New York to shoot the video. And, you know, right now I'm just focused on visuals. You know what I'm saying? I got the visual coming out with Fede Luciano's real soon. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to GS9. I got that visual coming out. We did a record called Wicked. And, you know, I should be shooting a video with Don Q soon to our song Project Bench. And shout out to Mr. Swipey, too. Swipey, my guy.
Yeah, we definitely I'm definitely going to shoot the video to our song too as well. We got a song called Cooked Another Piece. So you know, my main objective right now, bro, is just getting as much visuals as songs as I got out. You know what I'm saying? Because on house arrest, I was able, you know, I couldn't really do that for real.
Yeah, but you have a lot of records in the stash, then I'm guessing.
A lot.
He said,
oh yeah, a lot. Yeah. Look, he's shaking his head. Yeah, I probably in jail I wrote like I think I wrote like 600. I think I wrote like 627, I think it was, by the time I had left. and I was only in like
627 records is crazy.
That was only like a year and probably like a year and 3 months. You feel what I'm saying? That I was working with Joe Davis.
Is Joe Davis coming home? What's his situation?
He's been in for 15 years, right? So far, and he got about I think he got about like 3 more to go.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, he do
wait till Joe Davis come home, he start cooking up.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, man, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never like tried to like influence me, like try to like, oh, say this word or say that. Nah, he let me still be me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
he'll
never
like
a guru.
Yeah, never write my shit or nothing like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or he would never try to like even help me to write my shit.
Yeah.
He would just be there, listen, and give me advice and let me get better on my own like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's. Yeah.
So what's the plan now? Like moving forward, I know you shooting the video today.
Yeah.
You got your brother on your hoodie. You know you're doing something in honor of him.
Definitely.
What's the plans moving forward, and what can people expect to come from you?
My plans moving forward, you know, I'm definitely gonna be just shooting more visuals. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what a lot of fans want. You know, I definitely want to use my platform. You know, I just started my own company, Richfam Entertainment, my own label, and you know what I'm saying. I definitely want to start. The more successful I get, I want to start pulling some other people up as well. You know what I'm saying?
Take some artists under.
Definitely, I'm definitely looking to get my label a partnership with a major. You understand what I'm saying, or whatever. And I'm definitely you know, it's just so much stuff, man. It's just so much stuff. Like you know, just I got songs that's like movies almost. You understand what I'm saying? So I gotta get those done. You understand what I'm saying? Just a lot, bro. A lot.
I think you come a long way though, bro. Because I mean, if you started out, you was just trying to kind of get fly and you know attract these girls and this and that, to now actually the goal being to create something that creates opportunity for other people.
Facts.
I mean, clearly you got a great mentor with you. Like he obviously you know his shit.
Yeah.
I think you set up to do some special things, man. You could really do anything you want.
Definitely, man. The goal is, you know, and nothing short of this. The goal is for me to be the best artist in the world.